Hi everyone, it's Justine here from House of Mahalo, and I'm back with another roundup of where I've got to on the A to Z of Christmas craft collaboration. So as a reminder, don't forget, if you are crafting along with us, use the hashtag A to Z of Christmas craft so we can find you. But I wanted to show you where I've got up to. So I'm just going to go through these one by one. So let's start with N. That's where I got up to last time. So let me just move a few things out of the way. So we have N for nativity. That was day 14, I believe. So here are a couple I made. I have also made some others. I've actually posted those off to Rachel from Rachel Bergar Czt for her giveaway journal. So what I'll do is I'll show you these ones first of all, and then I'll flip through and show you another clip that I recorded the other day. So here is what I've got so far. So I've got this image. Obviously these are not nativity images on these particular ones, but they came from the same vintage postcard. There were a series of different images, so I actually cut it up into the little pieces. But I really enjoyed this technique, I really did. So on this one, I've got the layers of book paste just like in Cassie's tutorial, and I have done some gold bling at the bottom and added these poinsettias just to bring in some more of the red and gold, and also just to finish that corner off a little bit. This one, I've got some blue, this lady in blue here, but what I want to do is I think I want to add some snowflakes to the corner here. So these are the couple that I made that I've got now, but what I wanted to show you is, so in Cassie's tutorial, I think I mentioned it's Dust to Roses, her video is in my playlist. She was using gold leaf to give her that bit of bling. Now, I have some gold leaf somewhere in my craft room, but do you think I could find it? No, I could not. So I did something different, and I just thought I would share this with you in case you want some other ideas, or maybe you've got similar supplies to what I have. So to give this gold sparkly detail, I actually used some ribbon. So I'll just move that out of the way so you can see a bit better. So it's just wired ribbon, and these came in a pack of 6 from Amazon. I bought them last year, but I think they probably still do something similar. And what it is, it's just wired ribbon that you would use for, you know, Christmas decorations or wrapping up your presents. And all I did was I cut off the wired part to leave this part in the middle, which is like a sheer fabric with all this gold glittery detail on. And all I did was I just cut it into little sections, and then I just glued onto the tag using some Fabri-Tac. And I just went through and did little bits and chopped off any excess and just went round each side. Now, if I'd known that I was going to do that, in hindsight, I would have just done the whole thing and then put the image on top, but I didn't know I was going to do it. I thought I was going to use gold leaf, but I couldn't find it. So that's what I did. I used this. So, you know, if you've got some sheer ribbon like this, that's possibly another way for you to use that in your Christmas crafting. And as I say, I just got mine from Amazon in a pack of 6, all different types, and they've come in really useful for just extra little details like this. Okay, so as I say, I made a couple of others, so I'm just going to flip through to that video now, and then I'll come back to this one. I also wanted to share these other 2 that I made for the Nativity challenge. So I'm filming this on a different day because I've actually sent these off to Rachel for the giveaway journal. So I just wanted to show you quickly. I used the same technique as I mentioned before, but for this one I've turned it into a pocket. So I affixed the collaging piece onto some scrapbook paper. I added some lace, I added a Peace on Earth sentiment, and I just added this bow at the top just to add a bit more glitz, but also just finish it off a bit nicely. So there's that one. I thought that could be used as a pocket. And then we also have this one, which I've just added these couple of poinsettias at the bottom just to finish it off nicely. Again, the same sort of technique as before with the ribbon and collaging detail. And this one is either a tag or a decoration or an embellishment. So there you are. I hope you like those as well. So I'm going to flip back now to the normal video, and we'll carry on showing you what I've made. Alright, so I hope you liked those as well. As I said, that was N for Nativity, and that was from Cassie from Desk to Roses. Then we're moving on to O. Now this tutorial came from the Messy palette. As I say, all of these videos, they are all linked below in the description box, and I also have a playlist in case you want to find everybody. So this one, the Messy palette, she had the letter O, and she went with Oh What Fun, and I'm telling you, it was so much fun. So her tutorial, she made a double page spread for her journal. Now the first page had a series of slot pockets in the front, and then the back page had another pocket. Now I had already made my journal by the time I saw her tutorial, so unfortunately I couldn't do the whole amount, but what I did do was I did go with her idea that she put in the middle. So in the middle of her page, when she flipped it open, she had a banner with numbers at the top. Hers also said Merry Christmas, but I couldn't quite fit that in with the space that I had. So I just used the numbers from the Rachel Bella Crafts kit, popped onto some silver and sparkly twine, and it basically gives you this really fun banner that you see when you open up. Isn't that so fun? I love it. This would also be great for card making. And then on the, so they're just the banner is tied onto my page with, I've got some copper eyelets just to blend it into the red background. And then we've also got some jingle bells so that my whole book makes a jingly sound. And then I've also added on, because I was using this sparkly twine, it was starting to fray a little bit on the sides, which I didn't like. So I have glued two, on each side, 2 snowflake sequins on either side of the twine. Gives that little bit of extra fun, which you can also see when you actually close the book up. You can see the jingle bells and the snowflakes. Can you see those? Which is a bit of extra fun. But obviously stops the twine from fraying and, you know, affecting with my banner. The only difference that I made to the banner is on the back of mine I've used some other bits from Rachel Bella Crafts kit where I've added these extra baubles. So if it does flip over, you basically get this bauble. Now in hindsight, I should have probably glued the bauble the other way around, so that when you flip it open, flip it over like this, you have the bauble the right way up. That was, you know, I didn't know I was going to do this, so that was just a learning curve for me. But that was O, so that was from the Messy palette, and it was Oh What Fun, it really was. Alright, so now we're moving on to the letter P. Now P was mine, and I hope you've seen the video. If you haven't, I will show you again. So P was P for poinsettia, and this is the page that I made on camera. It was also P for pockets, it was also P for policy closure, it was P for page idea, and some of you lovely people said P for pretty as well, which thank you very much for those of you who said that, that was very nice of you. So what it is we have this poinsettia policy closure with sparkly gold twine, and it flips open. Just move you down, flips open to reveal a couple of pockets, and I used envelopes for this. So we've got a pocket in here, and I've just got this journal card from the kit. I've just done a flip through of this journal, so I feel like I'm repeating myself right now, but you know, for those of you who haven't seen that. This was from the same kit that I used the papers from. This is just scrapbook paper, but the rest of it was from Rachel Bella Crafts Christmas Past kit. I printed onto linen paper their giant tags, and then I just cut them down to the size that I needed, just to give you this really pretty detail. Backed onto some scrapbook paper with snow and trees on. And I made mine really quite chunky and sturdy, just to help getting it in and out of the pockets. Because I was finding if there was just a piece of paper in there, or like, you know, something quite thin, I felt like it was just getting a little bit stuck, so I felt like it needed some oomph behind it for the pockets. Then we get another pocket down here. Now my desk is very messy, so you have to bear with me if I can't fit you all in. So we've got another pocket here, and inside I've got another journal card, again same thing, large tag, printed onto linen effect paper, chopped down to size, and then backed onto that snowy paper, reinforced with extra card in the middle of the two pieces. So that just, now my pocket is a little bit tight, there we go, just tucks in, there we are. And then those two pockets, they hide journaling space, all this note paper. And what I realised after I filmed the video was you could actually fit probably a photo or a large journal card in there as well, because there's heaps of space. So I hope you like that. That was mine. That was P for poinsettia. As I say, I did make this on camera. So if you haven't seen the video yet, I will link it below. As always, everyone else's videos are linked as well. But I think that's really fun, really festive, so much fun. Love it. And I'm glad so many of you said some nice things as well, so thank you for that. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Alright, so now we're moving on to Q. Now Q I haven't had a chance to do yet, but I have printed it out because I am going to. So Q was a bonus entry. This comes from Pink Monarch Prints. Now, she had been ill, so she had missed, I think she'd missed Rachel's emails about getting involved. When she came back to her work, though, she jumped at the chance to get involved. So Q was a bonus entry, wildcard. So she made this freebie, hoping I've got you all in. It's of the Bethlehem Star, and I think she said that she'd made it from different pieces of her kits, you know, to give it sort of this patchwork feel. And she made this really cool decoration by quilting paper, or, you know, yeah, in her case she was quilting paper. And then she added some, you know, lace and these extra words that she's given in this freebie. So as I say, this video is linked below, so do check out if you want to use the freebie. I am going to give it a go. Now what I'm going to do with mine is I'm going to follow the lines of around the outside, and then I'm going to follow the lines of the Bethlehem Star. So when I've done that, I will show you. I just unfortunately didn't get a chance to do it before having this video go up. So that was Q. R comes from Journals in Time, and she did something really, really fun. So hers was R for Rocking Robins. And what it is I'm hoping I'll be able to show you this on camera. You've got this little robin, and he moves. He moves and he turns around, and he does turn around. He's gone upside down now. How fun is that? And he just sort of gets, yeah, isn't he so fun? That's a lot of fun. So I've done, this is where I've got to with the Rocking Robin. Journals in Time, Rose from Journals in Time, she turned hers into a pocket. So she had, you know, a pocket behind, and then she was able to pop that onto her journal spot. Now, I've done mine up to this point because I was umming and ahhing about what to do with it. You know, I've finished my journal, but, you know, that's not saying I won't make another one, you know. But I sort of, what did I want to do with it? So what I thought might be a fun idea, and I haven't done this, but, you know, if you would like to see how the experiment goes, then do let me know. I'm happy to do it on camera. But I was wondering what it would look like if you added some kind of shaker element to it. So if you have this track in the middle, you know, it's see-through, you can see right through to the other side. I was like, what if you had something behind it, somehow, again, this is just me thinking, that had like glitter in and sequins and things, so that when you move it, with the robin, you know, moves around, but so does the snow, or the glitter in this case, you know, all the sparkles and things behind this, essentially a window. Now, that is just my thoughts. I have no idea whether it will work out, but I'm tempted to give it a go. So if you would like to see that, let me know, because I'm happy to try it out with you all watching. The pressure, but also, you know, for a bit of fun, and maybe it'll give you another idea. Journals in Time, she gave a freebie for her tutorial where you could print out some robins and some bits and pieces for this tutorial. She also gave a template for the track. I did mine freehand because I don't follow templates. I'm not very good at following rules or instructions. So I just thought, you know, I'm just going to get on and do mine freehand, and then, you know, it turned out to be a lot easier than actually I thought. So, you know, do give it a go. Don't be daunted. So mine, the whole thing was a Christmas card. So I cut the robin out from the Christmas card, and then what was left of the card I used as the background. So Mr. Robin is staying in his snowy holly sort of scene. Honestly, when I made him, I couldn't stop doing that. It was so much fun. Okay, so that was R for Rocking Robins. S comes from the fabulous G. Kerr. Now, she did something really cool, and I loved making these. So she once again, fabulous lady that she is, she gave a freebie as part of her tutorial. And it was this essentially a tag that you could print out, and it's beautiful, beautiful paper in these snowy, wintry, snowflakey type of colours. It printed out beautifully. I've just got mine printed out onto white card, and it just looks stunning. So what it is it's this tag that has a shaker element in the middle. I don't know if can you see those moving? How fun is that? And yeah, it's a tag that you can you could add to presents. There's a bit of space for writing if you wanted to put it in a journal. But what she did is the next day she had a tutorial up for using these in a Christmas card. So these were sort of like dangling from her card. So do check that out as well. I will link the video below. I've not done the Christmas card aspect because I actually want to use these in a journal as journal tags, because I just think that they're really pretty, and I've got plans to do a winter journal. So anywho, so that was these were my attempts. And again, in case it helps, so I didn't do the spice part of it. So actually S was for sparkles and spice. I have done plenty of the sparkles, but no spice, only because I'm not going to use these in a Christmas journal. It's going to be a winter journal without a Christmassy theme. So I wanted to sort of leave off the spices. But obviously, yeah, do include those if you like the smells and things. But what I wanted to show you was for the window, again, I've used another one of these ribbons, the same pack from Amazon that I mentioned earlier. Now this one was sort of a white meshy colour with gold sequins, and again I just cut off the wired parts, and it was just this meshy sort of fabric, which much cheaper probably than buying a whole hoard of this fabric, you know, off of somewhere. You know, just buy one of these ribbons perhaps, and you know, you've got tons of it to play with for these windows. So that's what I used for mine, just in case, again, if you've got stuff like this lying around, maybe that would work for you as well. So again, how cute is that? So fun. And of course it gives you this extra sparkle. So those were my attempts at that. So much fun making those. Now this one, I've added a bell to it, just for that little something extra at the top from the bow. This one I haven't done it because I want to have a snowflake charm, but I need to buy some because I don't have any. So I'm going to have one dangling from there on that one. But these, you'll see them in a winter journal, I'm sure, one day soon. I may even keep one for myself because I love them. For my own winter journal that some of you have seen, that I bought from Denise. Okay, so that's what I've got up to with all of my crafting. But we do have a couple of letters left. So there's T for treasure. This comes from Marcy Coat, or Marcy Coat Designs. Now she made this really fun, it was essentially a treasure box full of ephemera and different pieces, and I think she was using hers to hold gift tags. So definitely check that out if you're in the mood to create something festive for your desk, or you just want somewhere fun to keep you know, gift tags or Christmas cards or something like that. I haven't had time to do it. I do want to do every tutorial, it's just I can only do so much in a week. So what I think I might end up doing is do like in December probably, do another video which is like a mop-up of tutorials that I didn't get a chance to do whilst the collaboration was running. That's probably what I'll do. So if I do, obviously I'll publish it, so look out for that. So that was T. We didn't have a U, probably because U at Christmas time, what are you going to do with U? So we went into V. Now V was for vellum and it was for vintage, and that was from Rach and Bella Crafts. So it's Bella from Rach and Bella Crafts. And she made some really fun, she made all sorts really with vellum. She made some vellum bags that she could put tags and gifts into. She made some tags using vellum on the front. She made all kinds of things, so definitely, once again, the video is linked below, check it out. I would quite like to give a go the vellum bags, and I think she did some embossing with vellum as well, which I've never done before. I've never attempted that. So what I'm tempted to do today is emboss some vellum, make some bags, and what I would like them to be is, you know, if you were sending out a journal and you wanted to send a pack of things with the journal, you know, things you haven't used, or maybe you've got some extra bits printed out that somebody could use in the journal. those vellum bags look like a really fun place to do that. They also look like a fun way to wrap up gifts if you're sending off some papers or something to someone who's into journaling. So I kind of want to give that a go today. And I also want to add, very simply, just a snowflake to this tag, because these ones, I liked the poinsettia just in the bottom because I feel like it did finish it off. Again, these were just cut from a Christmas card. I'm tempted to do a video on using up Christmas cards because there's so many ways you can use them. But I want to add some snowflakes, I think, to this one. Again, with the blue, I feel like this could be something wintry. So I think I want to add some snowflakes to it. I'm back with an update. So as I was talking about these pieces, I suddenly got the urge to go off and craft. So I just wanted to update you. I have added some snowflakes to this tag. So I've added just some die cuts that I did on my machine, and then some sparkly sequins that I had. I felt like that finished that off a little bit, so I've done that. And you know, that will either be a tag to go in a journal, or I might even put it on my tree, I'm not sure. But there you are. So we've got a red and gold traditional one and more of a wintry inspired one, but still with Christmas very much in mind. And then I also wanted to give a go for V. So if I didn't already mention, V for vellum, or V for vintage, it was vellum and vintage, was from Bella from Rachel Bella Crafts. And in her tutorial she was making all different kinds of things with vellum, and she was using printed vellum for part of it, but I wanted to do the bags that she made. So they're essentially like pouches that you can, you know, put things in. So I wanted to make a couple to go with some journals that I'm going to be making soon, because I thought these would make really good pouches for putting in extra ephemera that you to send off with the journal. So I did this sort of shabby chic pink and white one, but I still added the gold. I'm still very much in the gold mood these days. So I didn't use printed vellum, I just used normal vellum, plain vellum, but I did emboss them. So this is the first time I've embossed vellum, but obviously Bella mentioned about it, so I thought I would give it a go. So this one I've embossed with my roses folder. And where they're, obviously because my folders are only, you know, A6 size, or, you know, they're small, and these are more A5 size, I had to do it in stages. So where there was a line through the middle, on both of them, there was a line through the middle where the pattern was broken. So I just covered that up with the gold trim that you see here. Just gone a little bit misshapen when I was sewing it, but I've just covered it with the gold trim just to disguise that. And I just felt like that finished it off. And then I added these applique flowers in the middle. So I've got a pink and white sort of shabby chic one with a button and still some more gold. And then this one I've done red stitching around the outside. And I've used this white applique flower with a, a sparkly gem thing. And this one I've embossed with leaves. And again, I've done the same thing, gold ribbon around it so that it hid the fact that it was embossed in stages. And then just stitched around. And this is the first time I've done this, where I've seen it a few times in people's journals and in ephemera, where they do, you know, straight stitching and then a zigzag and then straight, just to give it a bit more interest. And I kind of like how that looks, so I'll definitely be doing that again. My machine is very basic, so it only does straight stitch, zigzag, and that's it. It doesn't do any fancy stitching, so I kind of have to make it up as I go along. But these were really fun, and I got the vintage in there because these two flowers came from my husband's great aunt. She sent me a bunch of like trims and fabrics and different things that I could use for journal making. And they've all either come from herself, her stash, or they've come from my husband's great grandma, something like that. I did a whole video on it because, the pieces she sent me were lovely. So anyway, these come from the stash, so they are, as far as I'm aware, they are vintage, or at least old, because they came from her stash. So, yeah, I just wanted to update you. So these are gonna be pouches. You just love that crinkly vellum sound. These are going to be pouches to send off with journals, you know, just for popping in extra ephemera. So I made 2. I've got a couple of journals coming up. I've got a pink shabby chic one and a red one. They're custom orders, so I'm just waiting for payment to come in, and then I'm hoping that that will be the next project I work on after all the Christmas stuff is out of the way. And yeah, these all go off with those, I think. But I could make a whole heap of these, really. I just started with the 2 just to give it a go. So yeah, definitely give a bunch of these things a go. So there we are. I'll just get out in front as a reminder of all the bits that I've made this week. And then obviously I've got a couple of pieces in my journal which I've put somewhere. There we are. So another fun crafty week. Thank you very much, Rach and Bella Crafts, again for organising this super fun collaboration. I'm learning heaps. I hope that you're feeling inspired to give different things a go. I certainly am. And yeah, on to the next week. So once again, you know, I've sort of done these things off camera. My giveaway, so I've got 2 giveaways running this month. Some of you will already know about this, but for those of you who don't, the first giveaway that I've got running is to celebrate my 250 subscriber milestone. That giveaway is closing tonight, so I'll be coming back to announce the winner either tomorrow or the day after, certainly within the next couple of days. I'm going to draw the winner for that, and then I thought we would do some clusters on camera, because there was a few of you who mentioned that you would quite like to see me making clusters. And I've got tons and tons of trims, all sorts on my desk that need clearing up. Shall I give you a sneak peek? Should I do that? Oh, let's do it. Okay, so yeah, we've got a messy desk situation going on, and I don't know if you can see this pile. That is a big pile of laces and trims and all sorts of things that need doing something with. So yeah, I think it's about time that we do some clusters, because I've got a ton of stuff on my desk that need using up. And then we'll be on to the next crafty makes for the collaboration. Who knows what's coming up? I think we're on to the numbers now. I think there might be 1 letter left to go, possibly. But aside from that, I've started seeing tutorials for numbers. So, you know, 12 drummers drumming, 11 pipers piping, that part of Christmas. So those will be the next ones that we'll start looking at. Aside from that, I really hope that you like what you've seen today. I hope it's inspired you. I hope you found some fun tutorials that you're going to go off and have a watch now. I hope you will. They're all linked below. My playlist is up to date with the collaboration, so do check them out. There's so much fun, inspiring ideas, so many fab creators making wonderful things that we can all get involved with, so I hope you will do it. Aside from that, I'll speak to you on the next video, which will be, once again, giveaway winner, and we will be making some clusters together. I hope you enjoy. Speak soon. Bye bye for now.